welcome back to the kitchen. It is great to have you here again this week, especially because it is brownie week and brownies are my all-time favorite things to bake. So I am so excited that I get to share my recipe with you. I bake brownies whenever it's somebody's birthday, whenever I'm going around to one of my friends' houses, or if I just want something really delicious to eat. Now, before we start, you know the drill. You need to go and wash your hands, put on your apron, weigh out your ingredients, and then we will get cracking. You're going to need 250 grams of butter, 4 eggs, 110 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of caster sugar, and 200 grams of chocolate. As you can see, I have some chocolate over here, and this is going to be the flavor of my brownies. This is what I'm going to fill my brownies with. You can choose whatever flavor you would like your brownies to be, or you could just have them plain with these ingredients here. So brownies are one of these recipes where you can decide what flavour you would like to make your brownies. This week I am going to make my Easter egg chocolate leftover brownie mashups. I think I might need to work on that name a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all the leftover chocolate that I have from Easter and put them into my mixture, and it's going to be a mashup of all those different chocolates that I have left over. But you can decide to put something else in your brownies if you would like to make them a different flavour. You could choose something like white chocolate and put white chocolate chunks in. You could choose peanut butter, you could choose caramel brownies, and you could put bits of Cadbury's caramel chocolate into your brownies. You can maybe decide to make your brownies s'more brownies by putting marshmallows and crushed up digestive biscuits onto the top. You could put Nutella in your brownies. It is up to you what you put in your brownies. You can decide they are your brownies, but for today, mine are going to use all my leftover chocolate that I have from Easter. Okay, we are ready to go. We are ready to make our brownies. Our hands are washed, our aprons are on, and our ingredients are all weighed out. The first thing that you need to do is you need to mix up your butter and your sugar together until it is nice and light and fluffy. I'm going to do it in a mixer, but you can do it by hand using a wooden spoon. Once your butter and sugar is all mixed up, it is now time to add your eggs in. Now you need to add your eggs in one by one, okay? And if your mixture starts to split at any point, put a little bit of your measured out flour in and mix it up with the egg, and this should help combine the mixture together. Next, it is time to melt your 200 grams of dark chocolate. You can do that on the hob, or you can do it in the microwave. Whichever way you choose to melt your chocolate, just make sure that you check on it every now and again and give it a bit of a stir in case it starts to stick to the bottom of your bowl. I would also ask an adult to help you at this point in the recipe.
There's nowhere to go, 'cause I am happy on this side.
completely melted, it is now time to add your melted chocolate into your mixture and then mix it up until it is all combined. Now that your melted chocolate is added into your mixture, it is now time to add the final ingredient, which is the flour. Whenever you add your flour into the mixture, don't use the mixer to mix it up. Get a metal spoon and fold your flour into the mixture until Now that your melted chocolate is added into your mixture, it is now time to add the final ingredient, which is the flour. Whenever you add your flour into the mixture, don't use the mixer to mix it up. Get a metal spoon and fold your flour into the mixture.
We were traveling mountains just to find the loudest tea.
Now that your flour is added in, the next thing you need to do is pour your brownie mixture into your baking tray. But before you do that, make sure you get some greaseproof paper and line your tray with that paper so that your brownies don't stick to the bottom of your tray when they are baking in the oven. Once your brownies are in the tray, you can bake them just as they are and they will be delicious. However, if you want to jazz your brownies up a bit with some different flavours, now is your chance. You can do that by sprinkling your different flavours over the top of your brownies. I'm going to do mine by chopping up my Galaxy Enchanted eggs and sprinkling them over the top, and doing exactly the same for my Oreo eggs as well. I will then bake my brownies in the oven at 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. I'm going to bake them for 20 minutes because I like my brownies to be nice and squishy. However, you might like your brownies to be a little bit more firmer. And if you do, then I would bake them for a little bit longer, maybe about 25 or 30 minutes. Before taking your brownies out of the oven, I would check to see that they are cooked right through. To do that, I would use a sharp knife and put the knife into the center of the brownie mixture that is being in the oven. If your knife comes out nice and clean with no brownie mixture on it at all, then your brownies are ready to come out. If your knife comes out with just a little bit of mixture still attached to the knife, I would put your brownies back into the oven for another couple of minutes just to make sure that they are cooked the whole way through. Out of the oven, make sure you leave them for a while before you cut them, because you don't want them to crumble and fall apart whenever they are too hot. But once they are cool, cut them into squares and enjoy them. I know they will be delicious. Thank you so much for coming and baking with me again this week. It has been great to have you in my kitchen, and I really hope that I will see you again next week to bake up some more delicious goodies.